someone puts
Taking a video of the crows. Hang on.
somebody comes in here and puts these flags.
Hang on. Oh my gosh, there's an eagle. It's an eagle. Hi guys, Rachel here. I thought that I would just give you a late spring wrap up of sorts. Just a little catch up, show you some decks that have recently come into my collection and some books. I think just a few, and some records. So I didn't take any notes. I'm hoping that I remember everything that I wanted to chat about. As you know, I've been really sick and I keep thinking that I'm better, and then I'll have like this weird relapse where I'm coughing a lot, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But I just thought this would be fun. I felt a little chatty and I felt like expelling some energy. So today, actually, my daughter just graduated from middle school. She graduated from 8th grade, and that went well enough. She was a little bit on the fence regarding whether or not she wanted to actually participate in the ceremony. I'm afraid she takes after me a little bit too much, as I can really relate to those feelings. Also this weekend, on Friday, she had her dance recital. Always wonderful at the end, watching the fruit of their labors, all of the girls, and there's a few boys too. It's always a delight. So that was fun. And then on Saturday, my daughter was away. She was in New Hampshire because her father was up from Florida visiting his father. So I took my boyfriend to Salem to celebrate his birthday because his birthday was on Sunday. It actually fell on Father's Day this year. So this weekend, I took him to Salem to one of our favorite record stores. It's called the Record Exchange. Stormy, don't you be going behind there. Oh, my cat. My cat broke in. I fed you like 3 times. Sorry, hang on a second. Do you want to say hi? What are you doing? Do you want to say hi to the people? Do you want to say hi? Say hi. This is Stormy. Say hi. Anyway, we went to the Record Exchange. They have such an extensive collection, and they have so many that you have to read the signs because some of them are on the floor, but they're not priced yet. They just don't have any room in the back. So we had a wonderful time. You go on. We had a wonderful time. I had him pick out a couple of things, and I got some things as well. And one of the owners was delighted to see me looking through the classical section because he says you just don't see that often enough, especially people looking for like Monteverdi and Bach and some of the earlier music. Why don't I show you some of the things that we got? We'll start with the music. Hang on one second though. I want to shut the door. Go on. Okay, sorry. So I'll show you some of the things that I got. I got this beautiful Schubert Trout quintet, and I think this was only like $4. Played it. There's only a couple of crackles. This Beethoven Triple Concerto in C. I'll let you read all the names and everything. But yeah, I love all these people. And Karahan, he's always reminded me a bit of Bernstein. Very distinctive, chiseled, stern features. I also got this Bauhaus album. The 6 partitas. $10 for this, and it's in beautiful condition. Double LP. Love him. We had a fun conversation on Ghoul. And also in here, I grabbed some more records because I can't remember if I've shown you these. I got this for Christmas. Did I show you guys Money Jungle? Duke Ellington, Mingus, Roach. I love this album. And this is one of the ones that my boyfriend actually didn't have. And maybe you can guess why he didn't have this as a younger dude. There's no saxophone. I finally got Zeppelin for randomly, like, this was at Target one day when I was feeling a little spendy, I guess. But honestly, I mean, yeah, it was impulsive, but I wasn't expecting to see this, you know, along with like all of like the Taylor Swift and everything, because our Target in town is a very small one and they don't have a very good collection, and it was a very nice price. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll get Zeppelin 4. This was another sort of recent acquisition, Grimes Visions. One of my favorites. This is beautiful. Okay. Does anyone know this? 9 Inch Nails, The Fragile. This is so heavy. It's really beautiful. I would sort of like go more in depth with how I feel about this album, but like especially the first track, the way that it builds up. Oh man, it gives me goosebumps. What else do we have? Did I show you guys this? Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. This was another favorite of mine from when I was younger. It's another double LP. This is from 74. So this is from the Genesis era when they were still like a progressive rock band. I like the later Genesis too, with Phil Collins as the lead singer, but this is the Peter Gabriel era, and it's not for everybody. It's really strange. It's like a concept album. Yeah, like the whole album tells like a story. But this is a breakup album for me. I know that sounds really weird, but this got me through a really difficult breakup. Would I recommend this for someone else going through a broken heart? No, because it doesn't really touch on that sort of thing. But it took me out of that headspace into another world. So The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway will always be a favorite. I got Björk, Vulnicura, or however you pronounce it. This is actually a breakup album. This is a breakup album. Like yeah. That's what inspired this. And what's funny about this, when this was released, like in 2015, it was released right as my marriage was breaking up. So, whereas Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway is not a conventional breakup album, wouldn't expect anybody else to place it as such. This is, and this is the breakup album. But of course, you have to like Björk because Björk is not for everybody. But oh my gosh, this is gorgeous, and I need more of her stuff on vinyl actually. And then this, did I show you guys this? This was recently released, and I actually got this through the Doors website, like the Doors official website. It's the Apocalypse Now soundtrack. And I mean, is this not beautiful? Look at how beautiful this is. gosh. I don't know why, but Apocalypse Now, well, actually, I kind of do know why, but I'm not going to get into it here. But Apocalypse Now is, that iconic scene. Apocalypse Now is one of my comfort films. And no, I'm not sick in the head. But it is, and oh, it's gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So I just wanted to show you some music because I feel like I haven't done that in a while. I might make another music video at some point, but there's just a few for now. So anyway, we had a wonderful time, my boyfriend and I, at the record store. And it was cute because, I say cute, like, oh my gosh, like I'm such a ditz. There were the No Kings protests going on that day. And that was perfect for my boyfriend because he's very passionate about that. And there were some like three-cornered hat blokes running around Salem with signs, and they were just so adorable. And we just really felt the energy, and it was a lot of fun. And I was glad to see a turnout. If we'd thought about it ahead of time, like maybe we would have made a sign, but we didn't. I was just focused on trying to give my boyfriend a good birthday. Then we had dinner at one of our favorite restaurants, Dire Wolf, and then we visited with our friend, who is also my daughter's piano teacher. She plays harp. She's a harpist, the piano teacher, and her good friend was there, and he's always a blast. My daughter refers to him as an icon. He's the one that sculpted the sculptures in our yard. If I have shared photos of the sculptures in our yard, but I don't think I ever fully explained what the goddesses are all about. But yeah, we had a really nice time there. And what else? Next day, Father's Day, got the car washed, had a lovely Italian dinner in town at a new restaurant that we'd never been to, like right up the street. And that's really all that I can remember for the birthday weekend. We've been visiting some of my favorite graveyards and discovering some new ones. And I don't know, we'll see. Like maybe I'll share some footage of that, maybe not, we'll see. What else? I mentioned in my last wrap-up video that I had some Pokemon cards because of my daughter and my sister, and I ended up with a few more because, of course, I don't know. I think when my sister was here, she was here for a month, we went to card shops like maybe, I don't know, 4 times while she was here. So this is my little Pokemon collection. And they're so cute. And they might actually be fun to sort of try to read with or something, or create some fun little guidebook with. Yeah. I'll just show you these. Wow, I actually have more than I thought. That's a little bit surprising. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I've been really sick, and I've been doing my best to here and there watch some videos, catch up with people. I haven't been commenting as much just because, I don't know, I've just been sick and not having a lot of time, but I'm doing my best, and I still have some videos to catch up on. I have some that I want to film. There's some VRs that I want to do, but I thought for now I would just do another wrap up of sorts. Very fun. And even my boyfriend has like a couple. They got him a couple. So that's cute. Now, what else did we do? I can't think of really anything else that we've done. I'm sure there's something that I'm forgetting, but Really, honestly, if I've been up to anything new, it's probably already been talked about in my previous wrap-up video, only because most likely I didn't really exceed those bounds regarding graveyards and museum visits, because that's me. Haven't really been to the beach or anything as of yet. I had some interesting nightmares a couple of nights ago. Actually, after I filmed my last video, the mid-year tarot tag, that night I could not sleep because I had a nightmare, and it was one of those nightmares where at some point I realized maybe I was dreaming, and I tried to wake myself from it, but I kept testing myself to see if I was still in the dream, and I kept thinking I was awake, but I was still in the dream. It was one of those things where I was fighting it. I was fighting something. It was horrible. It was awful. I don't know. There was something very political going on, and I was in some, I don't know, some weird futuristic world. And like I said, I kept trying to test my boundaries, and I realized I was still sleeping. But I was fighting it, as I said. And I remembered I was trying to move my arms, and they were like made of stone. And I was like screaming, like, get out. And I woke up my boyfriend because I was screaming. And then I fell back into sleep, into another nightmare. And again, it was the same thing. I was like trying to figure out if I was dreaming or not. And I do remember this. I was fighting some sort of entity. And I just remember I was trying to get it out. And I said to myself, if I can ground myself. So I questioned. I'm like, do you know your address? And I was like, yes, I know my address. And then my other self was saying, well, keep saying your address out loud. And so I was, in my dream, I was like trying to scream, but I had no voice. I was yelling out my address. And then I was actually doing it because I was like pounding on the bed and screaming. And I woke up my boyfriend. He's like, oh yeah, I remember. He's like, you were yelling 95, 95. I was like, yeah. So it kind of worked, but it was terrible. And like that happened like 3 or 4 times. Like I would go back to sleep and then another nightmare. So I guess I have to journal about that a bit. I really don't know. What else? What else has been new? Like, what have I gotten? So I wanted to show you some decks. I've been using this in bed in the morning, and I've really been enjoying it. Is the Wild Unknown Pocket Archetypes. Now, this is a deck that a lot of you love, I know, and I don't own the full-sized edition for some reason. I just didn't think I needed it, but there was something about this little guy that I really loved. And honestly, I do enjoy it so much that I will probably have to get the larger edition, even if it's just to have the guidebook. I mean, this actually is, as far as I know, the complete guidebook. And I can read it, but it's so, oh my God, it's adorable, but it is so tiny. So it might be nice to have the larger one. But I do really, really enjoy the messages with this. And so far, every reading that I've done with this has been very on point, and given me a lot to chew on. Now, this for me is a 1 card a day reading. What's funny is I haven't journaled with it yet. I journal my readings every day. But I haven't journaled with this one. Probably because it's sitting in my bedroom and my journals are in here these days. But anyway, I really do love the pocket archetypes. I never really got into using the Wild Unknown Tarot very much. I do own it. Never really used it much. I don't know why. But I have the archetypes, and I have her alchemical oracle, which I think is astounding. Another deck that's come into my collection was a gift from my friend. Well, I don't know if she wanted me, I need to ask her permission actually before I mention her by name, I guess. but I'll talk to her about that. It's the Darkness of Light. And this is a deck that's been on my list for years. Like, it was probably one of the first decks that I wanted, or maybe not one of the first decks I wanted, but one of the first indie decks that I wanted back when I wasn't really buying a lot of indie decks. And I have done some readings with this, and I love this. I love this 10 of coins, the dog in front of the fire. So anyway, I'm so thrilled to finally have this. And this is currently out of print, I believe. So will I or will I not get another edition at some point if it comes back in print? I really don't know. Right now, I'm very delighted to have this, especially because it was owned by a beloved friend. I was so happy unpackaging this. Now, is that Tolstoy? I've looked at this more than once and thought it looks exactly like a photograph I've seen of Tolstoy. I really don't know if it's a coincidence or not, or if it's supposed to be, or if the artist might have used it as a model. Because I get that. Like, I do that. I'm an artist when I decide to actually do art. And I'll use references. Like, I'll Google, like, somebody in a certain pose to make sure that I'm getting shading and whatnot right. That looks like Tolstoy to me. Anyway, this is a beautiful deck, and I'm so happy to finally have this. I'm sure we're going to be friends. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, now this was a little bit impromptu. This happened because there was a sale. This is the Mira Visions by James R. Eads. And I couldn't resist because it came with all sorts of extras. Here's the guidebook. It came with bookmarks, and there's still this plastic film all over everything, so sorry. It came with this art print. It came with two, actually, but I have the other one framed already. And I'll just show you a few cards and give my voice a rest because I feel a coughing break coming upon me. But it's one of these guys. I hope the lighting is okay. I can't get it to change. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's really beautiful. Now, this was such a surprise. This is, well, it wasn't a surprise. What am I talking about? I bought this. I bought the Catfolk Tarot. This is by Libra Moon. I also got, I went on a binge. I don't remember when I did this, but I got the Tarot of Paul's Moon. But right now, I want to show you the Catfolk, because when you buy this, or when I bought it, it comes with a mini version of the deck in a leather pouch. I mean, look, it's Stormy. It's so cute. Oh my God. Okay. So this is a linen finish. It's a bit slippy, but it's nice. It has this gilded edging. There's the backs. The majors have this black border, and the minors are this white and gold. It is adorable. Oh, I love this little guy. I love the rusticness of it. Look at her. Queen of Wands. I always love a Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh. Okay. The Magician. Look at that. I love to see a magician under a tree, out in the elements. So yeah, it comes with, where's the guidebook? It comes with this little pouch. Now when I bought the Catfolk, it was on sale. Last time I looked, it wasn't on sale anymore, but at the time, it was only like, oh my gosh, it was so cheap. And you get 2 decks. And the little poker size also comes with a little guidebook in color. So for my poker size, you can choose your color. I chose green. So it comes with these green edges, and the poker size is borderless. Oh my God. And I think you can buy just this by itself, although I'm not sure. So, you know, don't take my word for it. I don't know, is this one? No, this one is not shuffled. The other one is. But anyway, oh, it's adorable. The Catfolk Tarot. Love it. So what else do I have to show you? I picked this up. The Oracle of Da Vinci. This is all in French, and it's a beautiful deck, and I've seen this around. It would be a good companion for the Lacrimosa Tarot that I also have. These are the backs. It's got all this gilding on it and these edges, and yeah, it's really beautiful. And I haven't really used it yet. I bought this when the Flemish Masters exhibit was still in town, and I was obsessed, and I went like 3 times and was visiting all of the, you know, the Flemish art in the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. I mean, this isn't all like Flemish. I mean, like, it's called the Oracle Da Vinci, but you know, I think you know. I think you can work with what I'm saying. It's fitting, and this is beautiful if you haven't seen this. Wow. I finally bought the journals of Da Vinci. I don't remember when I did it, but I have to at some point. Crack that open. I'm just going to show you all of them, I think. It's so beautiful. Lots of hands. Lots of hands in this deck. Okay, So what do we have next? Oh yeah, this is hilarious. Okay, so I finally got the Secret Pocket Oracle, the Bloody Hell edition. Now I have the original edition. At some point, apparently, my cat got this deck. I don't know why, how, but look at all the little punctures. And it's so funny, like it made me actually laugh, like it says devil. There's like some wild beast attacked it. I think I know why. It was inside of a mesh bag and he likes like the fabric. So he found this somehow and grabbed it and went to town with it, and I didn't realize. None of the cards are damaged. But anyway, I wanted this for a while, and I know Tammy Pie sort of made me do it because she was talking about it and she eventually got it, and I was like, it's so cute. I want the Seance edition too because my daughter really wants the Seance edition. She has a Patrick Valenza, I love that, the Storm. She has a Patrick Valenza collection too. And hers is not as big as mine, but a little, you know, getting there. So yeah, I'll try to get the Seance edition before it goes out of print. It's gone out of print before and it's come back. So I'll just show you a couple more because there's still some more that I want to show you. But this is one of my favorite Oracle decks. It reads like a dream for me and really, really makes me think, surprisingly, but I love it so much. Sorry. Let's see, what else do we have? And then I'll like move on to some books and then try to wrap it up. So the Efflorescent Tarot, this is another gift from a friend. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice. I've wanted this for ages. And you know who you are. Thank you so much. And I haven't shuffled this up yet. But yeah, this has been on my wish list for years. And it's just so, oh my gosh. I don't know, this to me feels like a literary deck. I don't know why, but it really feels like there are illustrations that belong in a book. Somehow there's something about it that's very Bronte to me, even though it's not like the time period. It's very sort of traditional in that it's like, it depicts a medieval world, more or less, you know, like a lot of the Rider-Waite decks. Oh, look at that, that's gorgeous. The devil. Yeah, I'm so happy. Thank you so much to my dear friend. Okay, I'm gonna stop there and move on. Was there anything else? I mean, I finally got the Gnostic Tarot by Chris Leach. I've been curious about this deck for a really long time. Another one that I haven't started working with yet because I feel like it deserves a study with the book. I'm currently using the Odyssean and the Delian Oracle. But I'm really hoping that I can connect with this deck and really do some serious work with this. It's so, I don't know, evocative. It's so dreamlike. But not like dreamy, like fantasy. No, this is not like fantasy. There's some serious stuff going on here. And see if I can show you some other suits. Honestly, I want like all of his decks. Okay. We will move on. Just one more. So this is the Alchemical Tarot by Robert M. Place. So I have this deck. I have the edition, like a couple different versions of the like washed out edition, not like the silver gilding with the blue. I have the green one. So I don't remember if this is a true first edition or not, but it has these backs. And I really love the borders. So I'll show you a few cards. Oh, look at that dragon. And then I will move on to some books. And wow, this video is longer than I expected it to be. But that's okay. This is very picture book to me too. There's something about this, I don't know why, like right now I'm getting like reading Rainbow vibes of somebody like sitting there talking about a book and showing the pictures. Maybe because I'm looking at my screen. I don't know. Or I feel like I'm watching like a beloved PBS program with my sister, my daughter, or like my little brother. I don't know why. I think it's like the line work and the colors. And is that my makeup like smeared? Okay, this is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to share some books that I've gotten now, but we'll start with this, The Life and Death of Anne Boleyn by Eric Ives. This has been on my list for probably 10 years or more. I love this, the Tudor history and all that jazz. So I'm so thrilled for that. I got Rodrigo Frisan. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce his name, but this is called Melville. And this is a novel. I'll read the back. It might be the only one that I read the back for. A dying father in the grip of fever and delirium recounts his youth, his grand tour, the Venetian palaces populated by fascinating and evil figures, his ruin, and his most beautiful journey, the crossing on foot of the frozen Hudson River. His son, still a child, sits at the foot of the bed, attentively collecting these final hallucinated words. And that child is Herman Melville. And you know that I love him, and I'm really excited for this. I saw there was a couple of negative reviews on Goodreads, but did that ever stop me? No. No. You wouldn't believe some of the negative reviews for some of my favorite books. So now I have some philosophy here of Krishnamurti, The First and Last Freedom. I'm hoping to read this soon. This I picked up just this past weekend in Salem, actually. In the Dark Places of Wisdom by Peter Kingsley. I hope that I enjoy this. You guys know I've been talking about Iris Murdoch, and here's another one, The Green Knight. This was a splurge, okay? This was not cheap. You guys know that I had a ball with Gothlit November this year. And when I was reading Moby Dick, I told some people I feel like there's a lot of Gothic elements in this novel. I might not have noticed had I not been researching Gothic literature. And somebody else apparently thought the same, because this book is part of a series on Gothic literature, and it's called Gothic Melville. And I have a few of the books in this series. Some of them are affordable. This one, not so much, but I decided to get it because, how could I not? I saved some pennies. This is beautiful. I love these vintage Norton Critical Editions. This is the poetry of Edmund Spenser because I love this era. Don't you love that cover? It's beautiful. Wanted to show you that. This is a Scarlet imprint book. This is Born of Blood and Fire. Look, isn't that beautiful? This is a study, I guess, of the magic that was used during the Haitian slave revolt and revolution. And oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait to dive into this. This is the Robert Graves Greek Myths by Folio Society. And you know, Folio Society costs quite the pretty penny. I found this on eBay for $30. Look how beautiful. And I just mentioned Robert Graves in my last video. I find him so fascinating. I think there's illustrations in here too. Oh yeah. Oh, finally got Gogol's Dead Souls. I've been wanting to read this for years and I haven't. I think when I was really deep into my Russian literature studies back in the day, I remembered reading that this was unfinished. So being unfinished, it put me off wanting to read it, but I need to read it. I've heard it's brilliant. And I've read some of his short stories, so excited for that. And then this I'm so ready to read. This sounds so cool. This is The Book of Memory, a study of memory in the medieval culture by Mary Carruthers. And I've read some really good reviews of this, and I think there might be more than one book in this series, but oh man, I can't wait to read this. And I feel like there was something else. Hang on a second. Okay. I got this biography. It's called The Wife of Bath by Marion Turner. I'm not going to read the inside flap because this is getting so long, but this, okay, this was a true gift to myself. This is an antique. This is The Marble Fawn by Nathaniel Hawthorne. And I found this pristine edition. It's still inside all these beautiful sleeves. So the books, because it was kept in these sleeves, is pristine. And look how beautiful that is. The Marble Fawn. Yeah, it still has the gilding. Oh man. Yeah, okay. I'll be very careful here. It's so beautiful. Yeah, 1889. So, and yeah, I guess that's going to about do it, guys. I'm going to put this away very carefully. And I hope you liked my random, rambly catch-up video. And I hope to be back soon. So, all right, take care. Bye-bye.